guys, this is Mama Chicken Nug bringing a special video per my daughter's request. They asked if I could give out one of the recipes of their absolutely favorite meals, which is Empanadas de Pollo en Chile Rojo. And I will translate for you. It means they're empanadas with chili and empanadas with chicken and red chili sauce. And I have all of the ingredients right here, and I'm going to be reviewing all of them with you one by one. Now, the seasoning, it's per your taste. Okay, everyone's taste is a little bit different, but you are going to need a small to a medium-sized onion. Okay, it could be the white one. I don't recommend the purple one for this particular recipe. You're going to need 3 pieces of garlic and 3 of the cloves, 3 pedazos de ajo y 3 de clavo, una cebolla mediana entera. And this is absolutely my all-time favorite. I use it for basically everything that I do cook. I'm not even gonna lie. It's the Lawry's garlic salt. We're going to be putting about a tablespoon of this one right here. Maybe we might even go with a tablespoon and a half. Okay. Now, we also have oregano. Okay, oregano entero. Okay, it's oregano. I personally love to use the oregano that comes in a bag like this. I tried purchasing the ones at Walmart that they sell in the containers. It really didn't do it for me. I have to say that if you can get the ones in the little bags, it doesn't have to be this big. I recommend the ones in the bag way better, but if not, the other one would be just fine also. You are going to need some chile Guajillo, which is Guajillo chili pods. I put about 7 chili pods in there. If they are good size, I will take one out for you right here. I'm sorry if that noise is super loud. And it doesn't have to be this particular name brand. It could be any name brand as long as it is chile Guajillo. That's Guajillo. And what you want to do with this chile is you want to go ahead and clean it out. I'm not going to clean this one out because I already got ahead of the game and cleaned them out. Okay, but you are going to take the seeds out and devein them so that they could look like this right here. I'm not sure if, let me bring it closer, right here. Okay, you're going to devein them and clean them and put them to boil, or you could have hot water and cover them up for about 10 minutes. You don't necessarily have to have them on the stove top boiling, okay? And now, you might think that all these chilies is going to give you something spicy. Actually, I will let you know that the chile Guajillo, it's not spicy. Okay, it's not spicy like the serrano or the habanero, or like this one right here, which is chile de árbol. Now, if you want a little kick to it, I would add about 1 to 2 pieces, whole pieces of the chile de árbol. Okay, that's A, B, or excuse me, ARBOL, chile de árbol. You would use about 2 pieces for a little small kick, okay? So what we want to do is we want to get our ingredients, which is, sorry, the whole onion. We want to put our 3 pieces of garlic, which is ajo in Spanish. We want to put our 3 small pieces of clove, which is clavo entero in Spanish. And we're going to be putting our chiles in the blender. Now we are going to be putting some of the water that the chiles boiled in with the blender. Now I'm also going to be putting about a cup to a cup and a half of the chicken broth, which I did forget to mention. I do have the chicken in my pressure cooker right now, cooking with boiling with, I would say, about 3 pieces of garlic, and I did put some chicken bouillon. I put about 2 tablespoons of bouillon in there. So with that broth, I will be putting a cup to a cup and a half in the blender to boil the chiles with, okay? Because see how this is, it's dry, there is no juice in there at all. I will go ahead and put maybe a half a cup of the water that it boiled with, okay? So I'm gonna put that to the side simply because my chicken is not done, and I want to go ahead and continue giving you the recipe for the second part of the things that you will be needing. So don't mind me as I go ahead and move all of this to the side. And yes, I know I did forget to put the garlic salt, so let me go ahead and put that in there. And I said we were going to be putting about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of the Lawry's garlic salt. Like I said, you could use any other one that you want, but this is my absolute all-time favorite. Okay, and I might as well go ahead and bring my oregano back. And bear with me, I've never done a cooking video before. I love to be in the kitchen, I love to cook, but I have never had to sit here and explain everything step by step. Usually if you cook, you know that you're in here and it's just bada bing, bada boom, and it's done, dinner's ready. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do about 1 tablespoon. You know, I might put 1.5 tablespoons. I think that's good right there. I love the taste of oregano, but like I said, this is to taste. If you don't like it too much, try a smaller amount. Put this over here. Okay, so we are going to be moving on to, let me get a napkin to clean that off. Bear with me. I got this water all over the place. Let me wash my hands really quick. about that. And I would like to state for the record that I had washed my hands right before starting the video. I'm sure there's gonna probably be someone mentioning that, but yes, absolutely, hands always have to be washed. Okay, so you're going to need a container to mix your Maseca, right here, Maseca, masa instantánea de maíz, and basically that is instant corn masa flour. This is the same masa that we do the tortillas, the corn tortillas with. I love this brand for the tortillas, but if you see any other brand, you could go ahead and try that as well. Okay, and basically we will go ahead and follow the instructions in the back, the same ones that they have to make the corn tortillas, which is 2 cups of the masa and 1.5 cups, of water. Oh, excuse me, I just had pizza. Okay, so once again, I'll leave this right here so that you guys could see. I got this one at Walmart. I hope that's not too loud, but I can't help it. Okay, so we are going to do just what the recipe in the back says for tortillas, because we want the same consistency, the same texture. Okay, so you don't want to overflow the cup. Okay, if it's 1 cup, it's 1 cup. Don't cheat it. Don't give it more and don't give it any less, because then the texture is not going to be right. You see that I'm cheating it already. I'm giving it a little less, and I know it's going to give me a little bit of a hard time. So let me just dig in here and get in there. There we go. Okay, don't mind the mess. There we go. So you see, this would be cup number 2. Okay. Now it does say that this, just confirm, I wanted to see if it says how many. Oh, it says this should give you about 19 tortillas or tortillas, using these measurements right here. So for the empanadas, it's going to give you, I would say, maybe about 15, because you want it just a little bit thicker than you would a regular corn tortilla. So if you do want a tortilla recipe, you could go ahead and follow this right here. You don't need anything. Oh, that was my pressure cooker. That means the chicken is done. So we're going to put the 1.5 cups of water in here, and before I get my hands in here, all dirty, I'm going to show you something that you will need, unless you know how to tortear a mano. You are going to need one of these tortilla pressers. I got this one from my local supermarket, so I'm sure that they probably have them online. okay? And you will need your handy dandy plastic bag. This is a regular Ziploc bag, and what I did is I cut off the top and the sides so that I could be able to open it up like this. So I would, let me see if I could turn this over a little bit without making too much noise. So what I would do is I would place it just like this right here. Grab a piece of the masa, okay? I will be showing you this later on, but I'll grab a piece of the masa, put it on there, close this up right here, and then we're going to gently press, okay, so that we could go ahead and not over press because we don't want it too thin, okay, just enough. So right now, as you see, we have the water and the masa, and the only thing that you have to do is just mix with your hands. You don't need a hand blender, you don't need any other special tools. This is it. Oh, don't mind that. I should have gotten a bigger bowl. I usually have another bowl that I do it in, but this is the first one that was on there, so I was like, okay. Now I will tell you this right here. You see this consistency? I still feel it a little on the sandy side. Alright, I haven't mixed it completely, but I already know that I am going to want a little bit more water on here because that is just me. If you follow the recipe and you do it accordingly, you might not like the consistency too much, the texture too much, because it's a little on the sandy side, like I said. I don't know if you could hear it, but oh, I could hear my pressure cooker. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking maybe pour a half a cup, or maybe, yeah, let me just check a half a cup and let's see how I feel it. Alright, so I have a cup of the filtered water right here. Let's put a little bit less than half a cup and see. Liking the texture. There we go. I'm sure that you can't probably see, but see this? See how dry it still is right here? That is what we don't want. But you see how this is too wet? We're not looking for that either. So we're gonna mix it. I am so sorry if that is too loud. But a girl's gotta work. There we go. There we go. Make sure you comment down below if you actually like these videos with recipes. And we will go ahead and make more of these. Like I said, I love to cook. I'm always cooking. So that would be a pleasure. I will tell you that my little one, she actually knows how to do the flour tortillas, the homemade flour tortillas, and they are so delicious. It's kind of similar to this, but I think it's a little harder with the texture to get the perfect one, that is. So what we're looking for is, we don't want the tortilla areas to, you see this right here? We don't want it to stick, so this is almost good, like if it was clay. Do you see that? That is the texture that we are looking for. Okay, here we go. So you don't want, see this right here, I'll show you. You don't want it to be super big. Okay, see this? Too big. This is too big, so you want maybe about half of that. Let's move this out of the way right here. So you see that right there? You can make them smaller if you want. And what you're going to do, let's put it to the test and see if this is good. Right here, you're gonna put this down and you're going to press gently. Sorry about that. The girls are watching TV and apparently there's something super funny on the show. Okay, so this is what you want right here. You see how it is not sticking to the plastic, okay? And you see how it is not super thin and it is not super thick, okay? Now, like I said, I went ahead of the game, but I'm going to try to break it down right here in this one video. Let me just wash my hands one more time and I will be right with you, I promise. Okay, so like I said, my chicken is done. Let me see if I could possibly pause this. No, I'll just show it really quick. I'm a visual kind of gal, so let's pretend right here since I don't have the other ingredients, okay? Okay, so by this time, remember, we're going to get our chile guajillos, our onions, our garlic, our clove, our oregano, a little bit of the water that the chile is boiled in, and we're going to get about a cup to a cup and a half of the chicken broth, okay? And we're going to blend it. We are going to get our chicken. I don't have my chicken, but we are going to go ahead and pull it apart. And we're going to put a little bit of the oil in here. Sorry, we're going to put a little bit of the oil. Turn it on, put it on the stove. Let the oil get a little hot enough to where you're going to hear the little sizzle. You're going to cut a little piece of the onion, not too much, okay? About a quarter piece of the onion and put it in here with the oil, and you're going to saute it just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to saute the onion Vaseline with the oil. Alright. And then you're going to get your chicken that you already pulled apart and you're going to put it in here. So it's okay. You're going to give it a little mix. You're going to mix in that sauteed onion that you have in here and that oil and give it a little mix. Now, me personally, I would put a little bit more of the garlic salt. Alright, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little shakes of the garlic salt. Now, it does come with this one right here, so don't think I'm gonna pour the whole thing in there, okay? I took it off just so that you could see exactly how much was I going to put to make the chili sauce. Alright, so we put the garlic salt on there. We're gonna mix again. Alright, so by this time our chili is already done. It's already in the blender. I'm gonna show you a little trick. Well, it's not really, I just saw my little chicken legs. It's not really a little trick, but you go ahead and you get one of these right here. Alright, and oh my goodness, this pot, I should have moved that out of the way. I'm sorry if that's too loud, but you get, and you're going to pour the chili in here, okay? Obviously, I would do it this way. Hold it with one hand, not the spoon, because you're not going to need it right away. And you're going to pour the chili in, okay? Now, the chili, no matter how good you blend it, it's going to have some type of like pulp in there. So then you hold it and you get your spoon and you're gonna go just like this, okay? You're gonna go like this, and then you're going to get a little bit more of the chicken broth and you're gonna water it down, okay? You're gonna water that down and you're gonna go again until you have poured all of your chili sauce in there. Now, I would say you don't need a lot of the chicken broth in here because we are going to be doing empanadas, so we need it to be a little on the moist but not super moist side, okay? I don't like the chicken to be dry either, so I want, at least once I mix everything up, I want to be able to see at least a cup and a half of the broth, the juice, the chili juice in there, okay? So you're going to put it, this is in the you're going to bring it to a boil once you mix everything in, okay? Once it's brought to a boil, that's it. With this recipe, with the chicken in the red chili sauce, you could make taquitos, you can make the empanadas, which I'm going to make, you can make tamales, or you could go ahead and make some rice and some beans, and OMG, delicious. So let's go ahead and pretend that this is my chicken already done. So I'm going to grab about, of course I'm not going to put it in my hand, but just so that you could see, alright, just about this much right here, and we're going to put it on the tortilla, because right now that's what it is, a tortilla, okay? Let me move this out of the way. Okay, we're gonna put it on here. Okay, so we're gonna put our chicken in there, and then what I'm going to do, I hope you can see this, I'm going to get just like that. So my chicken is right here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap, 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 tap. Of course, I'm not going to be doing it this slow, but this is just so that you could see what I'm doing. So I'm sealing. Alright, I'm gonna seal it. So by this time, when I have this ready, I have oil already nice and hot, so that I could go ahead and fry this empanada. And this is the way that it's going to look. Okay, so you see, this is where the chicken goes right here, and we have already sealed it. Now you have to make sure that you don't put out too much of the juice of the chicken juice in here, because it can give you a hard time when sealing it, and it can start seeping out, and you know that oil and water or chicken broth don't mix well together. Okay, so to avoid that, and if it's your first time doing this, you want to go ahead and not maybe I'm thinking you go ahead and put it in this and make sure that your chicken is a little on the dry side when you place it in your empanada. So you're just going to go ahead and set it in your oil, and it's gonna be right there just like that, and then you get it and you flip it. Okay, you could go ahead and use tongs to flip it. You could go ahead and use a spatula to flip it. You could go ahead and use 2 of these to maybe flip it. However you feel comfortable. I use either or, the spatula, the tongs. It really doesn't matter to me. I've been making these for quite some time now. So yeah, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video of a special recipe that my daughters really do enjoy, which is empanadas de Chile. Oh, there I go again. Empanadas de pollo en chile rojo. So it's chicken and red chili sauce empanadas. Once again, let us know. Comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want more of these recipe videos. We will be more than happy. Just go ahead and let us know. Thank you guys. Bye. Okay guys, I ended the video, but like I said, I'm a visual kind of gal, so it really bothered me that I didn't show you this process. So I already sauteed my onions and I mixed my chicken. I actually decided to cut my onion a little bit smaller, like in cubes, because my daughters don't like onion when they don't